Hello and welcome to a special webinar on BSI's Sustainability Standards Navigator. Thank you all for taking the time to join us for this event. We have a varied and large audience with attendees joining us from Europe, Asia and the Americas. By the end of this session, you will get a useful overview of the Navigator, an explanation of why and how it came into existence, a demonstration of how to get the best results out of using the tool, as well as understanding our plans for the future of the Navigator. Throughout this webinar, you can post questions, a selection of which we will answer in a dedicated Q&A session after the demo. So what is the Navigator and what prompted the identified need? Well, our thinking was that organisations would benefit from a tool that could guide them in their journey through the sometimes complex world of sustainability standards. And as the name suggests, the Navigator is intended to help identify those standards that are most relevant to the business needs of users. Developed with the support of the Department of Business, Innovation and Skills and the Department for Environment, Food and Rural Affairs, the Navigator identifies those standards best suited to addressing a specific business challenge and the benefits of implementing those standards. It is intended to improve the understanding and accessibility of standards to organisations of all sizes and sectors. Sustainability standards apply across different industries and cover a wide array of themes. There are many standards in this fast-moving area, and there is much confusion of the relative benefits of each standard. There is also a considerable lack of clarity around how standards could be used to meet specific needs and help different stakeholders respond to environmental, social and economic pressures and trends. This further translates into low levels of awareness and insufficient uptake of standards that could provide stakeholders with a meaningful means of transitioning to a greener, low-carbon, resource-efficient and smarter economy. The Navigator was created to address these issues, both as a guide on the sustainability journey and to underline the importance of undertaking such a journey in the first place. BSI's portfolio of sustainability standards is expanding to encompass a wide array of disciplines, from embedding sustainable development into business practices, encouraging resource and energy efficiency, promoting environmentally friendly technologies and innovation, to supporting socially responsible business practices, ethical sourcing and trading. These standards are developed in response to the varied sustainability needs of a range of stakeholders, including government, business and consumers. A good number of standards covering these themes are already in place, with new work of relevance underway. A focal point of BSI's standards development activity in this area includes the following: the BS 8900 series on sustainable development, the ISO 14000 series on environmental management, and ISO 26000 on social responsibility. Cutting-edge work such as BSI's PAS 2050 on product carbon footprinting and PAS 2060 on carbon neutrality put BSI at the forefront of sustainability standardisation. We are the business standards company that helps organisations all over the world make excellence a habit and are well placed to provide this content as the UK's national standards body. I should also point out that the Navigator is a prototype with a focus on a limited number of standards. We appreciate it may need further enhancement, so your feedback on the content and functionality of it is important to us and will inform the review and update of the site at a later stage. Right, so that's the thinking behind the Navigator. Now let's see it in action. The homepage provides a simple welcoming statement and a brief outline of the nature and the purpose of the tool before listing key sustainability standardisation themes that you can explore. The content of the Navigator is then divided into 8 overarching themes as displayed on the screen. Now, these are provisional groupings that largely match the standardisation streams that BSI's sustainability team is leading on. They also provide a high-level snapshot of the sustainability challenges, needs and trends that organisations of different types and sizes are looking to address, driven by compliance legal requirements, government policies, consumer demand, innovation, financial considerations, increasing brand recognition and risk management. By clicking on any of the 8 themes, you can explore specific themes and sub-themes and find content on a particular area of sustainability and locate key standards and related support materials. Alternatively, you can take the Solution Finder assessment by answering 4 simple questions. You will then receive useful information and lists of standards and related materials that are specific to your needs. Now, to optimise your journey through the site, receive search results via the Solution Finder, or change your searches, we do advise that you click Accept Cookies when you first enter the homepage. Okay, let's start with your journey through sustainability themes. You can access the 8 themes via the homepage, as shown before. Or, to find out more about what each of the 8 themes cover, i.e. sub-themes, visit the Themes map page. The content of the Sustainability Standards Navigator is divided into 8 overarching themes or topics, which contain 22 sub-themes. These 30 themes and sub-themes are listed on the page you see at the moment. From there, you can go to the individual page for each theme, or to the sub-theme pages that each theme is broken into. The 8 theme pages are structured in the same way and include the following type of information. We will use resource management as an example. Highlights of the theme, area of interest. A brief introduction to the theme, definition and/or summary of the benefits that standards in this area can deliver. A more detailed discussion of the specific benefits standards within that theme deliver or could deliver to their users. A big section of each theme page is the discussion of trends and future work. This section provides useful information about specific topics within the theme that are of increasing interest to standards users, trending issues and discussions, new and newly proposed standards work, or standards work that might be considered in the future. Thus, in the resource management theme, for example, we focus your attention on the increased attention to energy management, the very trending topic of the circular economy, and the associated role of standards in helping organisations make the shift to a circular economy and adopt more sustainable business models. The real-time monitoring of water quality and the resource roadmap exercise now underway in the European standards body, SEN. The list and discussion of trends and future work is not meant to be exhaustive, and we will keep adding to it in the next iterations of the Navigator. These trending areas also reflect our current understanding of the standards landscape in the respective theme, and are therefore subject to further development and edits, preferably relying on your input and views. Links to standards and other support materials related to the theme. For some of the theme pages, such as resource management, that we're looking at right now, this is a simple reference to the more detailed sub-theme pages. On other occasions, such as the greenhouse gas management theme page, specific examples of such related material or standards are available. Note that these are not lists of the key standards that represent the theme. These are given at sub-theme level, but rather an initial sweep of standards, support material such as books, guidance, white papers, activities and initiatives that relate to the overarching theme and the standards within it. Each theme page provides an entry point to the individual sub-themes that the theme is divided into. These are displayed on the right-hand side of the page, and clicking on a specific sub-theme link will take you to that sub-theme page where more detailed information can be found, accompanied by a list of key standards that make up the sub-theme. To highlight the fact that themes and sub-themes do not exist in isolation, and neither does the standards work associated with them, each theme page lists those themes and sub-themes that are of most relevance and most closely related to the leading theme. Links to external websites where additional useful information can be found, such as DEFRA, BIS and RAP, are provided in the bottom right-hand corner of each theme page. At any point, you can go back to the Sustainability Standards theme map by clicking the map link at the bottom of the theme page, the top right of the page, or by clicking on the Themes tab at the very top of the page. Each theme page lists the sub-theme that falls within it. Let's take the resource management theme to explore how the sub-theme pages work and what information you can expect to see on them. Let's take energy management as an example. Clicking on the energy management sub-theme link of the resource management theme takes you to the energy management sub-theme page. With slight variations between sub-theme pages for different themes, this is the type of information you can expect to find at sub-theme level. A reference to the theme the sub-theme belongs to, a short introduction or definition, a discussion of the sub-theme and/or the benefits that standards from within that sub-theme can deliver, and specific subjects that standards within that sub-theme cover. For example, the energy management sub-theme that you can see displayed on the screen is broken down into 3 subjects: energy management systems, energy efficiency, and energy audits. Each of those contains an overview of the subject and explains its link with the associated sub-theme and the overarching theme, the benefits that standards around the specific subject delivers, and lists the most relevant standards that make up that subject. Note again that this is not an extensive list of relevant standards, but the key ones only. It also provides links to them, as well as links to other related support material and standards that are currently under development. Clicking on a particular standard of interest, for example, BS-EN ISO 50001 Energy Management, will then take you to the BSI page where that standard can be obtained in the BSI shop, or if the standard is available for a free download, you'll be taken to a registration page. Note that not all sub-theme pages break down into subjects. For example, the Greenhouse Gas Assessment sub-theme page is much shorter, but contains the same type of information. As with the theme pages, each sub-theme page provides links to the other sub-themes within the given theme, and then links that sub-theme to associated other themes and sub-themes. Okay, so now let's look at the Solution Finder. This is the most interactive aspect of the Navigator, the functionality that we've built into the website which allows you to search standards and related information according to your sustainability needs, concerns, and the specifics of your organisation, industry and role. So how does it work? You can take the Solution Finder assessment by answering 4 questions and receive useful information and lists of standards and related materials that are specific to your needs. The 4 questions are as follows. Question 1. What issue are you looking to address? In the drop-down menu next to the question, you can select a specific issue from a predetermined list. I'll start the search by selecting the following issue. Question 2. Where does this issue apply within your organisation? You can select from the following options. You can select any number of answers to this question. If you're unsure, leave the answer empty. Question 3. Which industry do you work in? Click on the Industries link in the footer to find out more about these industry categories. Note, if you select Industry Other, you'll receive lists of standards and related materials in your results mapped to all industries. Question 4. What is the size of your company or organisation? This refers to the number of employees in your organisation. Most standards apply to all sizes of organisation. Question 5. What is your job title or role? This optional information will be very helpful to us, especially in any future updates or tweaks to the functionalities of the Navigator. We collect your email address in order to complete the validation process and provide you with your results to the Solution Finder assessment. In order to receive your results, you'll need to click on the validation link in the email from Sustainability Navigator at bsigroup.com the very first time you submit your answers. Thereafter, you'll receive your results on the Navigator site, unless you clear your cookies. You'll be sent an email of each Solution Finder result set you submit. We collect your submissions for analysis, the answers you selected when using the Solution Finder, your email address and the opt-in selections, in order to assess what is trending. Please check that the email from us hasn't gone into your junk folder. You may want to add Sustainability Navigator at bsigroup.com to your Safe Senders list. BSI collects your email address in order to send you updates about the Sustainability Standards Navigator website and the standards and supporting materials the site covers, as well as sustainability newsletters from BSI. We will not contact you if you choose not to opt in to one or both of these information services. Let's now look at the results that our search has generated and how we can best use these. Start by clicking on the link displayed in the email message from Sustainability Navigator at bsigroup.com. The results displayed in your results page are based on the answers you provided to the following Solution Finder questions. 2 groups of results are displayed on the results page. First, a list of themes and sub-themes that are closely related to the issue you have identified in response to question 1. Next, a list of key standards and supporting material which relate to the identified issue, further filtered down by your response to questions 2, 3 and 4. If you're interested in finding out more about a specific standard included in your list, click on the link to visit the BSI shop, or in some cases, if the standard is available free, you'll be taken to a registration page. Related materials, supporting materials such as books, guidance and other business information publications, can also be found on the BSI shop or can be obtained directly from the Materials Download registration page. On some occasions, the link displayed on your results page will take you to an external website where more information about non-BSI documents or initiatives can be found. Remember, you can run the Solution Finder as many times as you like. That completes our short journey through the information and standards finding part of the system. Remember, you can find useful information by browsing themes and sub-theme pages, or you could look for results that are issue, organisation or industry specific by running the Solution Finder. Before saying a few words about the future of the Navigator, I'd like to point out the additional information and help pages on the site. The information on these bonus pages will help you understand the approach we've taken and make best use of the Navigator as it currently stands. Clicking Help in the top right-hand side of the page takes you to our Help menu. We suggest that you click on About this website FAQs to find out more about the background of the Navigator, tips for using the site, commentary on available options. If your query is still not covered by the topics in the links on the help page, you can contact us online and at sustainabilitybsigroup.com to find out more about this pilot site, sustainability standards, or to learn how to get involved in standards development work. Many of the current users of the Navigator have some degree of understanding of the wider standardisation environment. As this is a complex and confusing landscape, or you might be interested in getting involved in the development of standards that affect you and your organisation, we've created an extra page where the role of standards and standardisation is briefly discussed. Click on the Understanding Standards tab of the Navigator to find out more. Before we move to our Q&A session, where my colleague Maria and I will review and attempt to answer some of your immediate questions, I'd like to say a few words about the future of the Navigator. As mentioned earlier, the site is a prototype, so features a good but still not exhaustive number of standards, approximately 230. We've been maintaining the system since its launch in May, updating it where relevant and adding a few more standards to its database. Specific standards that featured as in development at the time the Navigator was launched have now been published. The Navigator has been updated accordingly and provides a point of entry into this newly published work. For example, the revision to PAS 2060 on carbon neutrality, the new ISO 14046 on water footprinting, and many more. We're planning to revisit the website next year to determine whether to extend its service and how to enhance its performance, functionality and use. To inform our decision and to improve the usefulness and usability of the tool, we need viable feedback, your feedback. It is important to procure high levels of industry involvement and wide use of the Navigator, generating useful feedback to inform its further development. We are therefore keen to get your view on the utility of the Navigator, and you can provide this by filling in a short site survey and giving us your email address. We really would welcome your thoughts, initial reactions or detailed comments. Thank you for listening, and now it's time to answer any questions you may have.